1990's Intensive Care. This is one of those movies that I was interested in, primarily for the uniqueness of George Kennedy nominally starring in a Dutch production that was made specifically for the US market. It proved impossible to find until Vinegar Syndrome, thank you Vinegar Syndrome, released an HD remaster. So this is one of those movies that it wants us to think it is American. Cars have Washington license plates. They mention the Santa Ana Hospital. A weather reporter is giving weather for Missouri. But at the same time, they're really not trying very hard to hide the fact that this was filmed in the Netherlands. There are Dutch signs everywhere. Most of the actors have prominent Dutch accents. That's neither here nor there. There was a lot of cool visuals in this movie, but the plot is just, it's not exactly nonsensical. It is just very, very thin. George Kennedy is a famous surgeon who has an experimental procedure to bring people out of comas. It is deemed too dangerous to continue his experiments. In a fury, he storms out of the hospital, gets into a car accident, is burned severely all over his entire body, spends 7 years in a coma, whereupon he wakes up and starts killing people. Now here's the rub. I was under the impression initially that this movie was confined to the hospital. It is not. Only the very beginning of the slashing takes place in the hospital, at which point he just wanders around killing people until he focuses in on a couple of teenagers and the girl's younger brother. Now, this is the biggest problem I have with this movie, is there's no real motive for him to go after these people. I don't understand it. If they were the children of the doctor who shut down his experiments, something like that, but they are not. That said, some of the kills in this are pretty interesting. Most of the interesting violence actually happens to Dr. George Kennedy, perpetuated by these teenagers and the little brother. It's not a good movie, but it's not a horrible movie. I found enough to enjoy in it that I don't regret the purchase. Go check it out. I'm not going to recommend buying it, but if it ever comes on streaming, go ahead and watch it there. 1990's Intensive Care. It is a weird one. It's not a great one. It's not a horrible one. That's it for me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, and I'll see you next time.